Good day. I am so excited to be here. 100 Day Unleashing My Superpowers campaign, where we've interviewed 40 women across the globe, sharing their stories about how they've navigated and achieved in a male-dominated work environment. Today I have a phenomenal woman, a phenomenal leader. Studies have shown that women, we work so hard. We also collaborate very well. I mean, this is one of the competences that is required, especially now with the COVID. But there are other things that we don't do so well. Do you ask for what you want? Do you raise your voice? I mean, I always say, if you don't ask, the answer will always be no. But you know what? You're not alone, because I've been there. Sometimes I second guess myself, but it's about having that courage. Today I have the pleasure to introduce Anna Tudela. Anna is Canadian. She spent so many years in the mining industry. She's navigated her way up to board level. She's a phenomenal woman. She's the most inspirational woman in mining. She's going to share with you some of those strategies of how you can actually use your voice, how you can actually speak up. I would like to invite you to listen to Anna Tudela as she shares her story. Thank you.
What would you tell a lady who is struggling right now? She's struggling to break that glass ceiling. She wants to move and get a better role. What would you tell her to do? Right? So we'll assume these are people who actually deliver. She's a young mother. What would you tell her to do? What are some of those strategies that she can actually take with her to succeed?
Well, that you take the initiative, right? Don't sit down and wait for somebody to knock at your door, because that's never going to happen. Okay.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I always say is, if you want something, ask for it. If you don't ask for it, then don't expect people to know what you want, right? You want a title, you have to ask for it. You want a raise, you have to ask for it. Nobody's going to come and knock at your shoulder and say, oh, Anna, by the way, I thought you should earn a raise, No, that's not going to happen. But network, network, network. I cannot say enough, right? I normally don't quote percentages or statistics, but it is proven that the majority of the jobs these days are through network and through people that you know, and recommendations, more than recruitment and presentations by companies, recruiting firms that are offering the names of the individuals to the different companies. So I can't stress enough that it's something that is going to pay out in your life, but you have to network. You have to go to those cocktail parties. You have to go to those, meetings, around Christmas time, there was always, and, in my times, there were always, the services providers will have like a 2-hour cocktail or something like that. And sometimes you say, oh my God, it's the same people over and over, but you know what? You always meet somebody new. And those connections are very important. All the connections that you make through your life are very important. You never know when you're going to see these people again. And in the mining industry, especially in my industry, I've seen them over and over and over again at different places, in different parts. And, and these people continue to work. And so, it's the connections that you make.
So maybe just to summarize, Anna, what would you say are your top three leadership strategies that other women can learn from you to succeed in a male-dominated work environment? And I think it's especially for women who are failing to break that glass ceiling.
Don't just assume that people know what you want. Just ask for what you want. The other one is, if you say you're going to do something, make sure you do it. And this works for your family life as well. Okay. If you tell your son you're going to do something, you do it. Don't change your mind after, and then don't follow through with what you say you're going to do. Same thing when you're working. If you said, I'll take care of that, make yourself accountable and be sure that you get it done, and the people can count on you. So then they, those are the things that you do. Speak up for what you want. Express your ideas in a concise manner. Like, remember that women talk too much.
Yeah.
So I will say those are the three things, ask for what you want, speak up, when you participate in meetings, when you give opinions, don't be shy. Don't think that people, are going to think that you're, oh my God, here she goes again with some other, silly idea or whatever, you never know. But a lot of the times, people are going to start respecting for what they hear that you have to say. And the other one is be accountable and express yourself in a concise manner.
Do you have any leadership regrets yourself? To warn other people where you feel, you know what, maybe, yeah, and they can learn from your mistakes?
That I wish I would have learned to listen more at a younger age. Because people have a lot to contribute and a lot to say, right? But sometimes we have no time to listen to other people. So I make a point now to try to listen as much as I can before I give advice. And that has proven to me to be an incredible tool. So that's one of the things that I wish I would have learned this earlier in my career.
So that was Anna Tudela from her own consulting company, somebody with more than 25 years experience, so many years in the mining industry with phenomenal insights on what it takes to succeed in a male-dominated work environment. Thank you so much, Anna, and I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you, Patience. My pleasure.